All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a simple two-letter word, but it might just be the most powerful productivity tool you've got. The funny thing is, most of us are actually afraid to use it. So let's dive in and figure out why.
I mean, really, think about it. No, just two letters. Why is it so hard to say? You know the feeling, right? You're completely overcommitted. You feel overwhelmed, stretched way too thin, and it's all because, deep down, we just couldn't bring ourselves to say that one little word.
And that right there, that's the heart of what we can call the yes trap. It's a paradox, really. See, every single time you say yes to something unimportant, you're actually, without even realizing it, saying no to something that truly matters. So that yes to a meeting that should have been an email, that's a no to an hour of focused work. That yes to just one more scroll on your phone, that's a no to being present with the people you care about.
Now, this piece of wisdom might sound, well, kind of weird, especially today with our whole hustle culture thing. But the Buddha taught that the real path to achieving more isn't about piling more and more onto your plate. Nope, it's actually about doing less, but doing it with incredible focus.
And this really shows you the central conflict, doesn't it? Society is constantly screaming at us that being busy means you're being productive. But the insight we're digging into today, it just flips that whole script on its head. The goal isn't to do more, it's to focus more. And that's how you actually achieve more in the end. Okay, so if we know this, why do we keep saying yes? Well, before we can get to the how of saying no, we first have to understand what's really driving this yes addiction. And you know what? It pretty much always boils down to one simple thing: fear.
And here they are. The usual suspects. You've got the classic fear of missing out, or FOMO, the fear of letting someone down, whether it's a friend or your boss. There's the fear of being the only one saying no, right? Standing out. The fear of making the wrong call. And of course, the big one, fear of what other people will think. This is the stuff that makes you say yes to that party when you know you should be studying. It's what makes you grab your phone to check that notification when you're supposed to be deep in your work.
Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem. Now it's time for the prescription. Let's walk through 5 super practical, Buddhist-inspired steps that will help you reclaim your focus and, finally, master the art of saying no.
First up, step 1. This one is absolutely foundational. It's all about looking inward first and asking one simple but incredibly powerful question.
So here's the first move. Before you do anything, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? It's about creating this tiny little gap between someone's request and your automatic yes. So before you blurt it out, just pause, take a breath, and check in with yourself. Is this really helpful? Does this line up with my goals? Now, if the answer is a strong, confident heck yes, then great. But if you feel even the slightest hesitation, that's your signal. You've just found a chance to protect your time.
Okay, on to step 2. And this one's going to take a little bit of courage because it's all about building a brand new muscle.
That muscle is self-discipline. And just like any muscle, the more you work it, the stronger it gets. Look, sometimes the unimportant stuff is the most fun, right? Like that party invite when you know deep down that studying is what's going to get you closer to your real goals. The key here isn't just to say no, but to do it politely. And if you can, just briefly explain your why. You'll find that people actually start to respect your time and your values even more.
All right, step number 3. This is a big one. It's a complete mindset shift, and it's all about the single most valuable, most precious resource you have. And that resource is your time. This is just so critical. We have to start treating our time like the precious, non-renewable asset it is. Think about it. It's the one thing you can never, ever get back. You only have so much of it. Once a moment is spent, it's gone, forever.
Next up, step 4. This one gives you a sort of magic question, a simple little filter you can use for pretty much any decision. And here's that magic question. Is it really necessary? Before you act on anything, just run it through this filter. Is checking that phone notification really necessary right now? Is going to that optional meeting truly necessary for you to do your job? Asking this one little question is like a superpower. It instantly helps you separate what's actually important from all the trivial junk that just eats up your day.
And that brings us to our final step, number 5. And honestly, this is the one. This is the foundation that makes all the other steps actually work.
You have to know your why. Here's the ultimate secret to all of this. Saying no becomes incredibly easy when you are crystal clear on what you're saying yes to. See, most of us say yes to random, unimportant stuff because we haven't really defined our larger purpose. But the moment you get that clear vision, man, the small daily decisions just get so much simpler. Saying no to a distraction stops being a struggle. It becomes an automatic reflex because you're protecting what matters most to you.
Now, out of all those steps, there's one idea that is so critical, so important, that it really deserves its own moment. If you can truly get this next part, really internalize it, everything else just clicks into place. And yeah, I'm talking about your most valuable asset.
Just think for a second about how we treat money, right? We track it, we budget it, we protect it, but then we turn around and just give away our time, which is infinitely more valuable, as if we have an endless supply. We don't. Here's the bottom line. You can always lose money and find a way to earn it back. But time, once a second is gone, it is gone for good. You can never, ever get it back.
So just let that sink in for a minute. Your time is the most valuable thing you hold in your hand. You have to value it. You have to respect it. You have to guard it like a fortress. Because when you start doing that, you will automatically start saying no to the things that don't deserve it and yes to the things that truly do.
All right, so as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought, a really powerful way to reframe this entire idea.
You see, we tend to think of no as this negative, harsh, rejecting word. But it's not. It's not about that at all. Saying no isn't about slamming the door on people or opportunities. It's actually a positive act. It's about creating the space you need to build a life that is genuinely happy, calm, and aligned with what you're really here to do. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge, a question, really. And don't wait to think about it later. What is one small, unimportant thing you can say no to today to make a little bit of space for what truly matters? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.